What up, gamers? Welcome back to Kaboom!
Come on!
We're back with yet another exciting video for you. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that subscribe button to gain 1000% gaming skills.
What?
So, Elden Ring is out, and it is making people rage. Streamers have been playing this game religiously, and the numbers have been extremely high. Of course, with that gameplay comes a bunch of different streamers raging at how difficult this game is. I mean, it had to be difficult. Every Fromsoftware game is. Now, we have a huge compilation of some of the most epic rage moments from Elden Ring streams.
Don't make a joke! Stop!
Number 10. Dr. Disrespect Rage Quits. Dr. Disrespect is known as the internet's resident tough guy. He talks the talk, but when it comes to walking the walk, Elden Ring seems like the game that was going to break him. After he got bullied by a mob of angry knights. Of course, Doc's excuse for basically rage quitting and going on a mini rant about how the game is bad was that he simply did not like the gameplay loop and found it very boring.
Like, what am I looking at here? What's he locking on to? What's he locking on? I'm okay. One. There's that shield, huh? Hey, Doc, use a shield, bro. I'm kind of bored. I'm done. I'm done with the game. I'm kind of bored of it. I gotta be honest. We're not playing that game anymore. It's just not my thing. Not into it.
Number 9. Asmongold just quits the game. Margit the Fell Omen is the first actual boss in the game. He's the one being standing between you and Stormvale Castle. Of course, that means he's the very first skill check you'll find in the game. For veteran Souls players, that shouldn't be an issue. Or should it? Well, not for Asmongold, because Margit really rocked him for a decent while. Asmongold got punished to the brink so often during his fight with Margit that he can be seen slapping himself, ranting, and eventually rage quitting and leaving him for another day. He did eventually beat the guy and moved on to more difficult bosses. Number 8. Margit skill checks GreekGodX. Of course, Asmongold wasn't the only person who got skill checked here. GreekGodX had to face a similar fate when he first went up against Margit. His foolish ambitions were put to rest more than 20 times before he actually learned the moveset on Margit. We're not sure if he's going to come back for seconds, but this particular first interaction gave us one of the funniest rage clips we've ever had.
What? Look what... Dude, somebody report that to the devs. Report that to the devs. I was nowhere near that. Look at this... Bro, clip that, for real, bro. Clip that. Clip that! Actually clip that! Clip that! Clip that! Clip that! Clip that! Bro, his sword was there. I was a fucking mile away. I was a mile away. I was a mile away. I can't do this anymore. Oh my god, I can't. This is worse than COD. I'm just gonna say it. I just used a flask! I need to reset. Not again! Dude, I'm not fucking pressing E!
Number 7. Lacari realizes Malenia has a second phase. Lacari's been known to spend a whole lot of time in the world of Souls games. He's not the best at it, but he eventually surpasses every obstacle thrown in front of him. However, Malenia, Blade of Macaiyla, turned out to be a huge tipping point for him. He tried to beat her for 9 hours, only to realize that she had a second phase. His reaction to this isn't of pure rage, but you can tell that while he's laughing at his current situation, he's definitely mauling on the inside.
What?
Number 6. Burnell can't handle Godrick's hitbox. If you're looking for a proper hitbox rant, look no further than Burnell absolutely ranting out at how broken he thinks the hitbox for Godrick's Dragonfire attack is. He does not hesitate and yells out how much he dislikes it after he gets bullied by Godrick. Not to mention, he gets so angry that he even goes so far as to rage quit the game and almost delete it. Though he manages to control himself and get back on the grind after a little break.
Come on with this stupid full screen. I can't avoid it when it's my first few times fighting. What just hit me? What the f? It had a hitbox behind him with the flame. It had a hitbox behind it with the flame. I was past the arm striking him, and the flame still hit me. How stupid was that? I was behind the flame, and I still got hurt by the flame. No, Fromsoftware, that's stupid, and you suck. That is completely stupid. He goes like this to throw it, and it goes backwards out of his ass and hits me. I'm done for tonight. No, I'm done.
Number 5. HasanAbi's Roundtable hold time is not enjoyable. HasanAbi's time fighting the invader at the Roundtable hold was not as fun as he thought it would be. He went on to get absolutely bullied by this much higher level invader, and kept getting killed by the Mad Tongue Ulbrich. After dying again and again, he eventually got very angry and started screaming, shouting, and everything in between. This clip showcases how angry Hasan can get, even when he's trying his hardest to repress his rage.
Oh, shit! Oh, I'm dead, I'm so dead. Insane! Ah! Ah! Okay, we're done. I can't do this anymore. If I continue, I've lost my voice. I've been screaming. I'm giving up.
Number 4. Macaiyla's Rennala Queen of the Full Moon experience. Macaiyla's not one to scream in games, unless if they're horror games that she's streaming. However, Elden Ring has been pulling the screams and rage out of every streamer that touches it, and she had to eventually become one of their victims. Her anger came at the hands of Rennala, Queen of the Full Moon, and the insanely powerful spells this highly skilled sorcerer throws right at you. Take a look at her reaction after getting one-shotted when she thought she already killed the boss.
Charge! Look at these idiots. Oh my god.
You're still here, right? Hit that like button to help this video rank. Number 3. Elden Beast shows XQC the meaning of true difficulty. Radahn of the Golden Order is the very final boss in Elden Ring, and it is definitely one of the biggest challenges that Fromsoftware has ever created. This boss is extremely hard. Even the first phase is horrifying. But the second phase, called Elden Beast, is the truly terrifying part. XQC had been having a tight run at it from the start. However, he truly lost his marbles when it comes to fighting the Elden Beast. The fact that he just screams out loud and then lets out all of his frustration out in words is not just funny, but actually kind of thought-provoking.
Good try, though. Not bad. Okay, we're getting there, boys. Fuck, man, dude, he's kind of nuts. Dude, this is actually a joke. Wait, I have no shot of hitting it. I actually can hit him a single time. Okay, dude. Okay, that was really lame. Dude, this is so broken.
Number 2. Quinn69 gets hammered by Tree Sentinel right out of the gates. Quinn's one of the absolute top best streamers for Elden Ring right now. His content is amazing. He's constantly fighting bosses while being underleveled and gives us some of the funniest videos yet. He doesn't really get mad at the games though. But honestly, Tree Sentinel made every single one of us yell out loud at the very least. His experience was a bit different in comparison. Playing as a wretch, he didn't really know how difficult the first boss right out of the gate could be. This clip shows how absolutely devastating the Sentinel can actually be.
It was so good! I was perfectly dodging all the hits on my horse. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Yeah! You f***ing cunt! Oh my f***ing god! You mother. Yeah! I think you're dead! You're dead! You're dead! Please be dead! Yes!
Number 1. AfroSenju meets Starscourge Radahnn's Meteor Strike. At the very topmost spot, we have AfroSenju. Afro's one of the coolest dudes on YouTube, and his content with Fromsoftware's insanely difficult games is always something to look forward to. He's played almost every single one of these games, and he's gotten much better at them than he used to be. However, with every new game comes new bosses. And for Afro, the tipping point here was the Starscourge General Radahn. Afro had been trying to go at him for at least 35 tries, and he finally got through half of Radahn's HP. However, that's when things went south, as Radahn just vanished from the arena and came back with his infamous Meteor Strike. The rest is simply history.
Shoot him! Oh my! Why is that just able to walk like he's the? Oh, okay. At least he gets it too. All right. I guess I'm dead. No! Where is the progress I had? Bro, the emote button is actually making me mad. Oh my! Oh, you see how I dodged that? No? Okay. Let me shut up. No. I'm done. Get this off my screen. 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 Who designed this stupid game? Who designed this game?
Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.